Hey, my lovely people, I'm back with another reading. Before I done the reading for members, I thought I should give you another reading. And I thought about what Spirit wants to tell you. I feel like it's something going to be helpful, since I didn't do readings for a while. So just start with what Spirit wants to tell you something good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Choose one. Remember to like and to subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment if you want to. If you want a personal reading, you can email me. My email is down in the description. Also, if you want to be a member of my channel, I go live for members every day. I have the members only videos playlist and the daily pickacard reading playlist. They're all titled daily pickacard readings, but in the description you're going to see a lot of pickacard I've done that day. I have an offer for till the end of February is $40 US for a detailed reading. So you can email me if you want the detailed reading. Number 1 or any readings. Number 1 here, what Spirit wants to tell you. I feel like Spirit wants to tell you to gather your strength and power right now in your life. There's a strength needed. There's power needed for you to gather your strength and sanity. Do not lose your sanity. Do not be fixated on other people. It does feel like here for majority of you could be someone who project when you're sad, like you're blaming people for not being there, or you project your mistakes a lot. And there's a sense of responsibilities right now. Your mistakes are your creation, or your problems are yours. They're nobody else. And whatever you are in is the situation that you created. It feels like there's a responsibility that needs to be taken, because you cannot solve your problem when you are looking into other people, or into projecting, or you're oh, I'm sad because this person, I'm sad. There's a sense of owning up to your shit, basically. So Spirit wants you to own up to your shit if you want to fix it. So right now, a mess I'm projecting left and right is not going to solve the situation. So whatever situation you are in or you're about to enter, you need to take full responsibility for your own thing. Number 2, what Spirit wants to tell you. I feel like Spirit wants to tell you, you really need to understand certain things about what people feeling toward you. So maybe watch the reading about what they're feeling toward you. You really need to understand people's feelings around you, what they feel, because you could be someone who's dismissive and you don't understand what they're feeling, or you're not empathic, or you're not really giving attention to what they're really talking about or what they're feeling. It's almost like you're in the cloud, your head is in the cloud, and you're not really seeing people who needs you, that they're there for you, and that they need you. You're not seeing that people are going through things, people are going through issues, that you're not seeing maybe today I should give some time for that person because this person really go through something. You really need to be there for others, or to understand people's feelings in general. This is what I want to tell you. I feel like what Spirit wants to tell you is basically shut up and listen. You don't listen. You're someone who's you don't listen to what they're truly trying to say. There's something about what people trying to say to you. What is it that they're trying to say to you? It could be also Spirit trying to open your eyes through what people are saying. You really need to open your eyes of what people are trying to say. Hey, how are you? I hope you're good. Thank you. So number 2 is basically listen. You're not listening to what is it that's going on. You're not listening to people cry for help, or people when they're telling you that they're upset with something with you or something. You need to listen. Otherwise, you're going to really ruin good relationships or friendship, or people are going to start to fade away from your life, and you don't want that. You don't want to be I'm just focused on my life. I'm doing best for myself, because you're going to end up not getting the benefit or not getting the blessing that those people in your life that they're supposed to give you those blessings. Right now, it's your moment to be there, but later they're going to be there for you, something like that, right? In general, focus on people's emotions and feelings. Some of you is like that, because general reading. Also, number 2, what Spirit wants to tell you. I do feel like a Spirit wants to tell you, you need to be confident with yourself. You do have a flaws that blocking you. You have a blockages, and your blockages are your flaws, like your insecurity towards certain things about yourself that you think it's not good enough, whether you want to accept it or not. But there's certain things of you being dismissive to your insecurities, and your insecurities are the reason, whether you want to believe it or not, that is standing in a way between certain blessing, because we're not gonna give you certain things in life till you deal with this, till you be more confident, till you accept certain things that you're ashamed of, like to be proud of yourself, right? So what Spirit wants to tell you, number two, I do feel like a Spirit wants to tell you from now on, you're going to find yourself in a situation whether you do something or you get a tower moment. You do something or you do, like, spirit no longer going to be like, oh, like you can sit on this decision, you didn't do things and it going to happen. From this day on, you really need to think of like what actions I'm going to take, because your actions going to have like an echo really fast. Either you want to lose it or you want to gain it. So this could be for the people in your life and things in your life, like you cannot sit on an action any longer. Number three, Whisper wants to tell you. Whisper wants to tell you someone gets that you're angry, someone knows that you're angry, or someone gets it now why you're angry or why you don't like them. If someone was like in your life that did not understand, or they were blaming you and they did not want to understand that where you come from, or they did not understand that they done something wrong, or they don't want to understand that they done something wrong in their relationship or with you, or they were like, projecting on you or something. A lot of people right now, whether you're talking to them or not, they are starting to understand, because some of you, those people are going through bad karma and shit. They're starting to understand that they done wrong. They're starting to understand that sounds like people are waking up to reality of the situation. They're waking up to the truth that they are really were like, no, 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 no. A lot of people are waking up to the truth around you. And to feel some of you, you do know that about certain people, but you don't know that about other people that maybe you just lost contact with or you don't talk to. But there's like a lot of karma happening around you, bad karma to people, and maybe you already noticed certain bad karma happen to a lot of people. But Spirit wants to tell you this time around, bad shit gonna happen to people who hurt you. It's happening, it's going to happen, it's gonna get worse. There's a lot of things around you also, you're gonna notice that's getting worse and worse for people. Even people that you are like, okay, they done a mistake in my life before, but like I'm talking to them right now, it's good, everything is good. You're gonna notice even when you're talking to them and everything is good between you two, there's something bad gonna happen. It's like from years ago that they done. It's almost like right now it's daytime. You're gonna notice even people around you that you're starting to forgive or you're talking to, that they're going to like, you're going to see the karma. It's almost like spirit gonna force you to see the bad karma, whether people gonna reconcile with you and then you're gonna know certain things, but you're going to see it one way or another or hear about it. Like spirit wants you to know certain bad karma. So Westbury wants to tell you also, you're doing great in your life. You're doing so brilliant. Like you're so brilliant. You're doing great. Whether like people are agreeing with you or not, you're doing great. So if there's decisions in your life that you're taking and people are like, no, this is a wrong decision, or they, you know that those people gonna be like, oh no, you're doing great. And no matter if they agree or not or stand on the way, it's going to happen. There's certain things going to happen in your life. So work on your plans and work on everything, because it feels like right now it's like you're unstoppable or nothing gonna stand in your way. It's almost like whoever been blaming God in your life or putting obstacles, they're not gonna have power. Like even if there's an obstacle, like a physical obstacle that they put like in front of you, it's going to just disappear randomly. There's a lot of obstacles with your plans before your goals. They're going to be removed this time, right? Also, number three, Whisper wants to tell you. I do feel like Whisper wants to tell you, if you really look in the mirror, if you really look in the mirror at yourself, like your physical appearance, if you're really just like, maybe you're busy or something, but you look at look at mirror, you're gonna notice why people are so threatened by you. Like if you look at yourself in the mirror and you really, because like we see ourselves in the mirror all the time, and then we're just like, oh, we're beautiful, but we don't know why certain things happening. If you look at yourself in the mirror and just reflect, take a moment of like, if you're a stranger looking at you, like if you're a person who's like not you, you know yourself, you're looking at yourself in the mirror all the time, like look at a third perspective. What do people see when they look at me? Because it's like, oh, what's reading about what people see? Because you're going to understand there's a lot of things, a lot of problem in your life is because of what people see and what you see in the mirror you got used to. There's a sudden intimidation, jealousy, or something like that. Things that you're not thinking like it's a big deal. You're like, you don't think like it's the reason why people hurting you, because you're like, that's so shallow, or that's like, very aggressive. Like it cannot be that it's because of that, right? So look at yourself in the mirror. I do feel like also Spirit really urging you so hard to look at yourself in the mirror because you're gonna understand a lot of things right now. I do feel like Spirit gonna help you to understand. You're gonna understand a lot of mistakes that people done in your life and why they done it. Just look at yourself in the mirror. Spirit saying like look, and we're going to help you understand. So, also, what Spirit wants to tell you, I do feel like Spirit wants to tell you soon you're gonna go to a store. It could be like a famous store at your country, or like it could be a brand store, or it could be just a store or something like that. And you're going to buy a lot of things from this store. You're going to buy a lot of things. It could be a store that maybe you're like, oh, like I need a lot of money to go into the store and buy everything that I want, or like you wanted to buy certain things and it was like, oh, maybe later when I just go shopping and the store's got like a lot of things, maybe they're expensive, or you wanted to buy a lot of things from the store, and you're like, maybe later I'm gonna order those things or whatever, but you're going to go and get those things, and Spirit just somehow gonna give you a way to go to it. So sounds like if you're like, I cannot buy all those stuff right now, I'm gonna buy them next month, somehow there's a way of like Spirit gonna open a shopping spree or something like that, and it feels like it's very important for you. It's like a shopping spree is very important for an event gonna come into your life. Maybe you're just thinking about, I want to buy those stuff and I don't know why, but just like I like that. I like what's so, but there's an important thing going to come in your life soon, right? Also, number three, Whisper wants to tell you. I feel like mm, some if there's someone like ignoring you, or someone acting like they're not seeing you or not giving you attention, or they're like, maybe you don't even know, for some of you maybe didn't notice that this person's like that, you're like you don't know this person well, or this person's like saying hi but then they're just like not really doing anything or talking more to you or something like that. I do feel like the reason is because this person got an obsession with you and they're like looking at you a lot. Like they're like trying to act like sounds like they're scared that you're gonna see that they're looking at you, or they're very focused on you. So they're trying to hide it by this being like cold and detached. Number four, Whisper wants to tell you. I feel like Spirit wants to tell you need to back your things and leave, or leave a connection, or leave a relationship, or just move to something else or move on. There's a urge of moving on or moving, changing places because it's a general energy. So take what it is, what for you. For some of you, maybe you're like hesitant about moving from a place to another place, or doing something, or moving, or like a step of moving. You need to do that. But for others, it's like moving on. You really need to let it go. You really need to move on, or just like end it. There's a need of an ending that needs to happen, and you know it and you feel it, but maybe you're like waiting for a sign or waiting for something. This is your sign for an ending, or like for some of you it's like back your things because something going to happen soon, or you're going to leave something behind. There's like maybe you feel like the urge to do things and you don't understand, like sounds like you're ready for something, and there's something going to happen, like an ending going to happen to your benefit. There's going to be a new start after it. So what Spirit wants to tell you, Mm, a lot of people are focused on something that is right. Maybe you have this feeling like that people are focusing on your outfit or focusing on something in your life, and you're right about it. And you're like, why would they be focused on that? But it's right. They are very focused on that. Also, Spirit wants to tell you whatever mess you have around is going to be improved. You're going to have better things. It feels like a life quality update or improvement in life quality. If you have things that is just bothering you, maybe in your household or something, you're gonna have an update, or you're gonna change them, or there's something that going to happen. Like there's an update of a living situation that going to happen, right? So also Westboro wants to tell you, number four, you might be like depressed recently, or you feel like you don't know why, you're just feeling a little bit down about things that they're not negative. Like maybe you feel like there's nothing wrong really. Maybe it's not depressed. It's just like you feel like, why am I not tolerating something that it's just not bad? Like you feel like nothing is bad around me, but I feel like I cannot tolerate it. I cannot tolerate maybe work. I cannot tolerate something. There's something of like there's nothing bad about it, but you cannot tolerate it, or you feel like just a mess in your head whenever you're around it, or it's just like there's this thing that you feel like a mess in your head. And we're saying, don't worry about it because there's something going to happen. Something needs to happen, and you feel the mess because there's something. It's almost like the situation is not this. It's almost like you could be very intuitive, and when it's not a mess and you look at it, you look at a change that going to happen soon in this situation. So something about it is just like you see a two image of the situation. Like, yeah, things are good, but there's something going to happen in it, or things going to change in it, or something going to come that's just a big change. It's almost like you're seeing a true image of this situation changing. There's something about it, right? So Whisper wants to tell you, if you don't want to get pregnant, for some of you, be cautious, because for some of you might get pregnant, or you have a possibility to get pregnant with a person that you're gonna sleep with, or you're sleeping with, or something, or make someone pregnant. But there's a possibility of a pregnancy for some of you. So if you don't want to get pregnant, like, be cautious. But for others of you, I feel like this pregnancy going to happen. But for some of you, I feel like this is like, oh, if you don't want, like, if you're not serious about this person, do not sleep around with this person. Like, if you're not really feeling like this is an ideal partner for you to have kids with, do not sleep more with this person, or do not date this person more, because you might have a child with this person, or there's some sort of pregnancy here window. So, but others of you, if you feel like, oh, like you're in a good relationship or something, there's a pregnancy coming. So there's a pregnancy for like something happening, or a pregnancy, or at least a pregnancy around you. If you know there's something, or expecting pregnancy, or you someone is around you is like married or something like that. Right. I do feel like Whisper wants to tell you, you're gonna be in a castle soon, or you're gonna go to a castle. This could be also a place like a castle, a famous castle. You might be traveling to a castle. You're gonna go to a place that look like a castle, very big or something. But there's something significant about this castle. It could be something like it's like a good place, or you're gonna enjoy it. But there's some enjoyment gonna come in this place, or you're gonna go to the place that looks like a big castle, or it could be also like a big fancy hotel that got a restaurant, like a resort or something, but it looks like a castle, like a huge castle, or like at least the entrance is really huge and big, or something like that, the gate for it. So number four, what also Spirit wants to tell you, um, you do have a lot of resentment, and also some of your anxiety comes from resentment. So do not ignore your emotions. Like, you do have resentment. It could be like you're trying to solve certain things with people, family, friend. Like, acknowledge your resentment. You do have resentment, or you resent them for certain things, and acknowledge that. Do not ignore your resentment. If you feel like there is a feeling that you're trying to be like, yeah, maybe I'm like negative, or maybe I should just listen to them, or maybe I should change it. If you have a resentment feeling inside you, it means that your soul telling you something doesn't fit your life. Like, whatever resentment you feel, it means like you're something about your higher self telling you that it's not fitting with your future. This thing or those people are not fitting with your future. Maybe you don't want to, like, you don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but it's like you don't know what's gonna happen, but some way in the near future, or in the future for some of you, that you're going to cut this connection, because there's like a lot of resentment and you cannot live with it. Number five, what Spirit wants to tell you. I feel like Spirit wants to tell you there is a health warning here for you. Like, you need to focus on your health, or get checked, or something, or stop eating junk food, or stop eating that, or stop like doing whatever you're doing. Maybe you're like just eating from stress or something, and it's not gonna be good, or you're gonna have acne. Because some of you, I'm seeing like you're wearing a lot of makeup, but you're not cleansing your face really good, and you might like get acne, breakage. But for others of you, you know that maybe you're going through some health issues, and you're like, like slacking with your appointment, and you don't want to go. Or you're just like, nothing gonna happen, or you have a chronic disease, or diabetes, or something like that. You're like, it's not gonna happen, nothing gonna happen. Like, let me eat whatever I want to eat. There's something here of like, do not indulge with this toxic behavior. It's not good for your health, or it's not going to be good, or you're not going to be happy with your appearance later on, or you're going to have some issues that you're not going to be happy with. Like, or just for some of you need a health check, whether your dentist health check or something. Do not, otherwise it's going to get bigger, and then it's going to be messy, and then you're going to have like go through procedures and medicine and things like that. You don't want that shit. So start from now, right? So, what Spirit wants to tell you, number five, you're going to be blocked from entertainment in your life soon. And it's just like, it doesn't feel like it's bad for some of you, but you're going to be blocked from things that you're entertained from. Like, it could be like you had a lot of free time, and you had a privilege of free time going places, or go and study things, or could be a thing that you maybe didn't appreciate that seems like a way out, an outlet. You go to the gym, you do something. There's a lot of things going to end, and you're gonna have like a lot of focus on issues or work or something like that, and it's going to come. For some of you feel like also it's like whatever the health thing or whatever shit, even if it's not health, it seems like there's an issue that you're putting aside. It sounds like you're putting a lot of homework, piling them up, and those things going to just take your time right now because you're like ignoring for a while or something like that. Ignoring issues, basically. Take it how it resonates. For some of you, ignoring issues, and those issues are gonna backfire at you, and you're not gonna have time. So, what Spirit wants to tell you, I feel like a Spirit wants to tell you here. There's a few tower moments that going to come toward you soon. I feel like there's tower moment for sure, and I feel like for some of you, it's not even like something that it's not expected. It's like you for a long time you told yourself nothing bad gonna happen with the situation. You know that you've done wrong with someone or something that you told yourself like since it's been a while nothing bad came from it, like nothing bad gonna happen, but there's things that's just gonna come up, like it's like somehow like things gonna come up and resurface. Number six, whisper wants to tell you. Number six. Number six. There's a big chapter in your life is about to enter. So do you feel like there's a big change in your life is about to happen? Spirit want to tell you. There's like a big change that is like unexpected, is random, is very big. It's like the next chapter. Maybe you want to watch What Next in Life. I've done that reading before. It's like it's going to happen now. It's like it's happening now while we're speaking, or you already know that certain things happened already, like changes in your life, big changes happened. So it's like you're entering a next chapter right now. You're entering a new chapter, a new beginning, a new start, and it's already happening. So there's something like Spirit wants you to know that whatever started to happen, it's not gonna be like, it's not gonna be like, maybe it's nothing. It's going to be something. So if you start something and you're not trusting that this gonna have a long term or going to last, or there's a relationship or something, or an idea that you're like, I don't want to get excited about, or something started, you're like, oh, maybe it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna get excited about. No, like it's going to happen. Whatever started, it's going to have a long term shot. Like whatever it is, going to have a long term shot. For some of you, it could be relationships and a lot of things going to have a like the things just feels like that started in your life right now is having, even if they are not really related to whatever thing gonna happen, is giving you long term thing, right? So, Westboro wants to tell you also a lot of people are jealous of you and intimidated, like even if they're happy and they're like bubbly with you and cheerful, and maybe you don't see that they're jealous of you because they seem like supportive and they want what best for you, but deep down they're like jealous of you. They're jealous of you. They're envious of you, even if they're like very supportive, because it seems like you could have people who are like very supportive and bubbly and just like cheerful, but deep down they are jealous. You have like jealous hoes, like hidden jealous hoes. It feels like they're not doing anything negative to you, but you're not expecting that those people are jealous, but they are jealous because they're seeming like happy, and they, it's almost like those people are good people who want to do the right thing. They know like sabotaging you, doing bad thing is not in their, it's not in their, it's not in their personality, but it's like they're supportive, but deep down they feel sad, like they feel sad, like I want that, or I want that. So Westboro wants to tell you also, someone gonna help you, or you're gonna get a help coming to you. It feels like there's something in your life that still didn't happen, or for a while didn't happen, and you didn't think about it. You left it on the side, and you're like, once it happened, I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start doing that. It's like it's going to happen, but the way that it's gonna happen, it's going to happen with the support, with the fast progress, like you're gonna get a fast progress on something, whatever thing that you're thinking like, oh, like I'm gonna do it later, still I don't have an opportunity for it, I don't have a shot for it, but if I have a shot for it, I'm gonna start doing this and that. It's just going to come to you in a package or something like that with support. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. I'm gonna do a reading for members right now. If you want to join, remember I have the February till the end of February reading is $40 for a detailed reading, or you can book any reading you want from the description. Send me email. Bye.